Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ESPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the NBA as it concerns a potential return of the NBA. Potentially, what I'm hearing from potential reports that are being out, according to Brian Windhorst and his sources that he's been dealing with for a potential return of the NBA. I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about what is in the details of this report and my thoughts and my opinions about this potential return. And I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about it. And without further ado, guys, let's just get to it. So guys, in this report, according to the NBA is basically looking at a 25-day return of the NBA, and this potentially they're aiming at potentially for them to return in May. Now, according to recent reports that have been reported, the NBA did say that they are going to return in mid-June to late June. So with this type of report, it's still unknown if this is factually right for them to potentially return in May. But according to Brian Windhorst, this is what he has to say about the report.
They're spending a lot of time, Jay, getting a back-to-basketball plan ready. They hope they get to use it. And in talking to executives and trainers around the league, what they're looking at is a 25-day return to basketball window. Hopefully, at some point, they can enact it. An 11-day series of individual workouts where there'd be social distancing for a period of time. And then, hopefully, if the clearance comes that they can play 5-on-5 basketball, a 14-day training camp. So as you hope for the country to heal and the virus to get better, look for at least about a 3.5 to 4 week return date before you'd ever get back to game.
So guys, with this report by Brian Windhorst, the NBA is looking at a 25-day return of basketball window, and obviously with this meaning that they obviously want the NBA to return sooner rather than later. And most GMs, and including players, want that to potentially happen because, you know, they miss basketball. They want to continue playing for their teams and the fans. And obviously for them, it's kind of what they want to do. And, you know, with this type of report, it also features that, according to the report, 11 days of individual workouts that will obviously help them with, social distancing. And then when it comes to 14 days, it will be a team workout. So obviously they're going to be playing together and seeing for them in those 14 days, they can have a good workouts and then potentially getting back to 100%. And for me, guys, with this type of report, even though the NBA is aiming at May for a potential return, it's still up in the air when it comes to that particular report. It's not really written in stone for them to potentially return in May. So it's kind of hard to say right now. It's still talks. It's still like in the works for this potential report for it to happen. So I'm not reading too much into it, but if I'm wrong, I will potentially post it, on Facebook and Twitter, and and recently I opened a Instagram account. So obviously you guys go support me there if I follow me on Instagram, ZSPN_sports. I really do appreciate it. But getting into the report, it's kind of great at one point, being a fan of the game, for finally the NBA potentially coming back instead of them coming back in like mid-June to late June. So at one point, I'm kind of happy that the NBA is returning rather than later, earlier rather than later. So it's kind of great, but at the same time, the risk is still there. And what I mean by that is that, the virus is still around. It's not going away anytime soon. And, hopefully it does. But, with more cases being built up and, more death tolls, it's kind of hard to say right now if this potentially does end up being a a potential return of the NBA. So it's kind of hard to say right now. That's why I always thought that mid-June to late June is like a realistic type of return of the NBA. Because, you know, with that period from now until that particular moment, the cases might drop, and obviously the virus will potentially go away, but it's kind of up in the air now, and it's kind of hard to say when it will be over. But I'm kind of glad that the NBA is thinking this way when it comes to the players and them working out, and for them to obviously, you know, be healthy and, you know, get back to 100%. Because, you know, some players do have gyms at their own homes, and obviously some of them don't. So it kind of helps certain players for them to potentially go and work out with their coaches, and for them to have the ability to have the energy for a potential return, and then for them to be at 100%. So at the same time, I'm kind of glad that Adam Silver is thinking this way, but at the same time, you know, the risk is still there. But the fan in me is saying, I hope the NBA does return in May, and hopefully when it comes to the workouts, nobody has the virus, and, you know, for them to have that 11 days of individual workouts, it kind of works, and it does help, you know, with that social distancing at the same time as well. So I'm kind of glad this is in the works, and hopefully when it comes to more updates about it, I'll keep you guys up to date about everything that's going on with the NBA, and them potentially returning of the return of the regular season. And it's kind of hard to say if it is the return of the regular season, because, you know, it's only 19 games left of the regular season that the NBA is remaining of having. So it's kind of hard to say right now. They could potentially go to the playoffs right away, and just have the players who are qualified for the playoffs, you know, and it's kind of hard to say right now, you know, what is the scheduling and what is the mindset of the potential return of the NBA and what direction they'll be going with. So it's kind of up in the air, guys. But like always, I'll keep you guys up to date about the NBA and what's going on, you know, in the NBA world. And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, there's not a lot of news about the Lakers as of late, and, you know, for many reasons because of this. So, it's kind of hard to say what's in the mindset of the NBA once they return, you know, if they are going to return in May, and what they will do moving forward. Because, like I said, they could finish off the regular season or go straight to the playoffs. It still remains to be seen about that. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And guys, please give me your thoughts about the NBA looking at every 25-day of return of the NBA basketball. And what do you guys think about the features of, you know, individual workouts of 11 days, and you know, team workouts in 14 days, and, you know, obviously with the return of the NBA in potentially in May? What do you guys think about that? Or do you guys think that, you know, this is just reports, it could change from now in that particular month of May if the NBA does return? So it's kind of up in the air, guys. So I'll keep you guys up to date about that, and give you guys always my thoughts and my opinions about when it comes to the NBA. And of course, everything that's going on with the Los Angeles Lakers. There's not a lot of reports as of late when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers, other than rumors, and obviously the rumors of, like, for example, Chris Paul, potentially the Lakers are going to pursue him in the off season. And for me, guys, it's just a rumor. I don't really think it's such a huge report, because I don't really think it's going to happen. But if anything does change of that particular rumor, like always, I'll keep you guys up to date about it. But other than that, guys, there's not a lot of news when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. That's why I've been uploading that much when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. And obviously when it comes to the NBA, this particular report is, for me, really important. But at the same time, I don't really want to read too much into it, because you never know, things might change between now in that particular moment when the NBA does return. So I'll keep you guys up to date about that. And of course, guys, please make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, ZSPN, and of course, follow me on Twitter at ZSPN_sports. And recently I did make an account for on Instagram for my channel ZSPN. If you guys please show me their support by following me on Instagram, ZSPN_sports. Like always, I'll leave the links into the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. I do appreciate every single one of you for showing me the love support for my channel. It's so overwhelming what you guys do for me when it comes to my channel, and the support is just so overwhelming. I do appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys.